Hi there, thanks for joining. It's Ray with Tarot Living, and Chili Bird is with me again for this video. Just wanted to actually do a review on O cards because I don't know, really haven't seen very many videos on these, but nor have I really sought it out. So I don't know who's done a review on them, but I actually wanted to do a little review on O cards, and not even really a comprehensive review. I just want to introduce you to O cards because I actually am starting to use them as a tool at the beginning of my readings. So I'm going to show you how I use them, and I'm going to tell you some of the ways that I actually know that they can be used otherwise. So I have to put my glasses on to read this so that I get this straight. So O cards are published in North America by EOS Interactive Cards in Victoria, Canada. I'm Canadian, so. Printed in Belgium, though. Okay, so O cards. I first was introduced to these cards when my mother bought them for me many years ago. And I used them a couple of times at sort of a after-dinner party fun game sort of thing. And you could definitely use them as a game, and they are truly hilarious as a game. So what you do is you actually, people will draw one of the cards that has a word on them, and I'll show you in a minute, and one with a picture. And then each person has to go around and actually, they create a story, and so they start their story by whatever sort of intuitively comes to them from the word and the picture that they have together, and then the next person has to add on to the story, and it goes round and around and around. Well, there was one night we were doing this, and I was laughing so hard I could barely breathe. I mean, these stories that come out, because some of the cards, and this is the only little caveat to this, is some of the cards are a little bit risque, very body parts, kind of bold. So I took those out. So just to let you know how you can modify them for use, because there's only about 5 in there that are a problem, and there's, I don't know how many cards there is in here. There's got to be 80 of at least each of the cards. So there's a lot of cards. So here they are. So they come in a nice box. So the first pile of cards is green, and it's got all of the pictures. So for example, I'm just going to give you some examples of pictures. So there's one that says go. And here's another one. Kind of reminds me of the 10 of Cups. And here's another one. Kind of the finish line. So the pictures are varied. There's all different types of depictions, and like I said, I took out 3 or 4 that I didn't care for, that I certainly want to have, you know, come up with a friend or a client. I usually do readings for friends and family. So, and then the second part are these cards, and they actually have words on them. So you can see this one says apology, child, boss. And what I'm finding, and the reason I wanted to actually introduce you to these cards in case you don't have them or haven't heard of them, is that I'm finding that when I pick a card with the name, or the word and the picture, it'll trigger something either intuitively about what may be going on for that individual, or for me, if I'm picking it for myself, or it'll actually remind me of a tarot card. And it's really interesting how often that happens, where I will pick and have a little combination, and I'll say, oh my God, that's just like, the Knight of Pentacles or something, or the 10 of Cups, like I said, with the one that I pulled. And it's just a really fascinating thing to do. And so I'm actually, when I do readings, I actually go into, we talk about, what tarot is, and we have lots of preliminary discussion. And then when we actually have developed a question, we go into you know, it's kind of a, I go into a little bit of meditation, and the individual is shuffling the cards. And so they think about their question, if they've had a question that they've developed or that we've developed together. And then I do the actual reading and I lay it out. So when I'm laying it out, I actually do some analytics first, and I complete a sheet that I actually take a look at astrologically which patterns are coming up, and it takes me a few minutes. And so I'm starting to get the individual during that time when I'm doing my analytics to intuitively shuffle each deck and pick one for me, and that actually becomes almost like a sort of a guiding light or an extra illumination of what might be going on for this person. So anyway, I find it awesome. So I just wanted to let you know that. So we're just going to do it today. We're going to do a sample. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so this is our card right here for a word. Okay, and so I got the word joy, and then I picked this card, which is the Sun card, and it reminds me of our Sun card. And so to me, this would mean clearly that the Sun card is impacting this individual right now. And so further illumination would be in my mind that I'm going to go to the Sun card. So there's one example. I'm going to do another example. So I got wise. Oh, I'm having trouble with my cards today. Oh, okay, that one jumped out. Oh, there was two. Okay, two jumped out. I'm going to pick this one just intuitively. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I picked wise, and then two jumped out, so I had to intuitively pick one. And so this is actually a person who, I want to make sure I have it straight, because sometimes you can't tell which way they are. So this is like a scuba diver who is underwater, and there is fish, and there's actually a fish hook that's going down. And to me, what I intuitively feel about this card is that this is all about kind of excavating or checking out what's beneath the surface and fishing for what's beneath the surface. And so this would tell me that this is all about, if we want to be wise in life, we need to try and catch, you know, the things that are going to help us to understand ourselves better. And we have to, you know, patiently try and go beneath the surface, which is what the sea or the ocean or water reminds me of, and try and really draw from kind of the wisdom of what is beneath us in order to understand ourselves better. So this would tell me that this person is searching and seeking for more information and more knowledge and more wisdom on a deeper level beneath the surface today, if they had come to me and that's what they pulled. So it's just a couple of examples of kind of just a glimpse or a piece of information or further illumination that you can get. So while I'm doing my analytics, which takes me about 4 or 5 minutes, they're pulling these cards. And I think it's going to work out great. It's been working out really well in the couple of times I've done it, and I feel like I'm going to carry on. So I just wanted to show you these cards and how I'm using it as just an extra tool during readings, or I use it for myself just before I go to bed, you know, or whatever during the day if I feel like, oh, I need some information. I just find them to be incredible. So here's another tool. O cards. I think I've got that backwards. O cards. I think you can get them. Probably they're available wherever. I think I saw that website the other day where you can order them, and I've seen them on eBay as well. I got them many years ago. They were given to me, but I'm sure you can find them. So check it out. So this is Ray from Tarot Living. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day.